Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has returned to CTV for an action-packed third season. The series revolves around the team of special agents who must deal with various unusual cases and enemies. Actor Nick Blood plays Lance Hunter, a mercenary brought into S.H.I.E.L.D. I sat down with him recently in Toronto. Nick, what a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Or should I call you Lance?
No, call me Nick.
I'll call you Nick. Wow.
I haven't got my Lance jacket on.
You haven't got the Lance jacket, so you're not quite Lance yet. What an amazing ride, though. I mean, Lance was barely part of the team at the outset, and now it seems everything's resting on your character's shoulders.
Oh, well, that puts the pressure on now, doesn't it?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. No, he has kind of like, I think, despite himself, found himself very much at home with the S.H.I.E.L.D. guys, and I think the whole vibe of that group is everybody slightly an outsider, and they've all come together and found their place in S.H.I.E.L.D. And I think that's true of Lance, because he was, very much a lone wolf and gun for hire, and he'd never admitted to himself, but I think he needs them as much as they need him.
Yeah, there's a soft heart there.
Yeah, of course,
there's a softie.
They won't admit it.
No, never. So, want to talk about how this changes, or maybe it doesn't, things as an actor. When your character evolves so much, and all of a sudden, more is being heaped upon you and demanded upon you. How does that change the way you approach your job?
You just have to go to bed earlier, more regularly, because you have to get up earlier and do more work. But no, you just kind of I think you just take it all as it comes and try not to think of that big picture too much. You just take each episode as it comes and whatever's happening there and then, because I think it can get quite distracting if you start to think of that bigger picture, and you kind of can't play the end game of it. You have to just do what's happening there and then. But other than that, it's just more kind of like time in the training gym doing stunt training and more lines to learn.
Is that fun, the stunt training?
It is, yeah. I mean, it can be really tiring, they put us through our paces, but it's just nice learning a new skill, that's one of the fun things about being an actor, is that you find yourself having to do a job. And I did a play where I had to learn to play the bass, which we did here actually in Toronto a few years ago, and getting to learn all that. I'd done a fair amount of fight stuff before, and stunt stuff, but not to this extent. So it's just good having that new string to your bow,
Is it true that you shoot an episode in 8 days?
Yeah.
Did I read that correctly?
No, I mean, I had the same reaction as well when I got on. So I hadn't really considered it, which was silly really, because I knew how long we were shooting for. I knew how many episodes. I could have done the maths. But when I first got there on set, and they said it was every 8 days.
That's intense.
It's crazy.
That takes extreme focus.
I mean, it's it's an hour-long show, which with ad breaks is about 45 minutes. So in 16 days you're practically shooting a movie. Which is I wonder why the execs of the movies aren't ringing up and going, hold on, why is it taking us 9 months to shoot this film? Yeah, it's a real team effort, and we've got amazing crew and amazing CGI people, and it just I'm bowled over by what they managed to do.
Stop right there! Tell me where to find the Inhuman. I don't know!
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. airs Tuesday nights at 9 on CTV. Visit ctv.ca for your local listing.